What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 24 of Freezer to Fallout, our adventures through the Boston apocalyptic wasteland. So last time we did a lot of running around, and I got lost, and we ended up shooting a lot of things, and then helping out a couple of settlements. This time, we're going to go in and try to do a little bit more settlement building, but we're going to go on pretty much a free-range exploration this week. I really hadn't planned out what I was going to do this week, unlike most weeks. I didn't really have a thought in my head. As a note, too, this is going to be the only episode on the channel for this week. I am unfortunately out of town over the next couple of days and won't be able to post anything. However, with that said, on Sunday, starting probably about 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock Pacific, I should say, I'm going to be doing a longer live stream for Warframe, because, well, I gotta give some content to you guys, and I'm very grateful that you've all hung around, and yeah, you guys are awesome. So I'm gonna be putting up some content this week, and we're gonna make sure that we get into it. So to start off with, let's see what we actually have for quests. We do have all aboard, but that's the Nuke World DLC. We're gonna be doing that at a later time. What we might actually do is the Devil's Due. Not really sure what that's all about. And we could do the Defend Hangman's Alley quest. I haven't really thought about it too much. I mean, there's tons that we do have. In fact, you know what? Let's go to the combat zone. That sounds like it's a lot of fun. It's in downtown Boston. But to get there, we are fairly off in the distance, I think. Yeah, we're here at County Crossing. We're going to work our way down into downtown Boston. We'll go to the combat zone that way. Of course, I'm still hitting escape when I should be hitting other things. So we need to go south by southwest. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a... Well, I don't know what happened there. Okay, we've had a bunch of new people join up with the 232, be part of the community lately, so welcome to everybody who's new, and I'm grateful for you guys for signing on, coming in, having some fun. A lot of you guys I've met through Warframe, which has turned out to be a lot of fun. I'm spending a lot of time playing that game. Granted, I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to get some of the shiny stuff, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And I'm not going to lie, the Valkyr frame is just awesome. Just absolutely great. So, you know, we've actually passed by this school a few times, so why don't we go in and check it out? Well, it says trader welcome. Traders welcome. Let's go inside. I'm still hitting the Warframe hotkeys. Just finished up a session with Agnew and Rock and Raffle, who's a guy I've met through Warframe, and he's awesome. And our new buddy Bobby, he's brand new to the game, but man, he's having so much fun and just rocking out. It's been great. Meeting so many awesome people. Apparently there's someone in here. I know sneaking with our light on is not exactly the best thing to do. We could use the tin for building stuff.
Hear that? Was that you?
So, blood contract and a Chinese officer sword. That's a little different. Seems like there's a lot of raiders in here. I was not expecting raiders, and of course their pet dog. A lot of blood contracts. I don't know what that's all about. If we had a little bit more carrying capacity right now, I'd probably be picking up those pieces of combat armor to outfit our guys at the castle. It's a little bit of a slower pace than I've been playing lately, but you gotta love it. Ton of people running around. It's nice to sit back down with something that's a little slower paced now and then. course, Voltec lunchbox, and some Wonder Glue for more adhesive. An overdue book. It's always wise to pick those up, because eventually we're going to go to a place where we can redeem them, probably the public library. I swear I saw someone else run by there. 45 rounds don't hurt us either. Well, they can hurt us if they're flying at us at high speed, but it won't hurt us to pick up off of the raiders that we're slaughtering out here. Seems like a lot of these guys are carrying 45 ammo, which I am all for.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
There's some shotgun shells. Piper, of course, is being her typical awesome self and charging headlong at the bad guys.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Apparently she's shooting up through the floor, which a little weird, but okay. You know, Piper, you do you. So we gotta figure a way to get upstairs, because there's apparently a lot of stuff up there. Before we do though, let's check out that blood contract. Go over to our miscellaneous. With my blood, I do swear my life to the judge and his jury until the end, upon pain of torture and death. So that's not ominous at all. There's another overdue book, and another Voltec lunchbox. Okay, Piper, you can't really hurt them. So, instead of wasting your ammo, why don't you come over here?
You got a line on him? Still in one piece.
Betting's just inside that room, so let's toss a Molotov and accidentally scorch someone. Let's see if there's anything on this terminal. Looks like it's just a bunch of stuff on their recruits. Again, I'm still hitting the wrong hotkeys. Ain't good. Looks like these raiders have been keeping prisoners in here. Recruiting people, and yeah, there's a bunch of bodies down there. So killing people and disposing of those that they either can't control or are just
Better in our hands anyway.
not on their side, I guess. So we're doing the Commonwealth a bunch of good by eliminating this little den. You are right about that, Mr. Raider. It will all be over soon because we're going to end you. And make sure you can't hurt the people of the Commonwealth, because, you know, that's what the Minutemen do. They defend people. Some extra stim packs, that doesn't hurt. Might as well take that combat rifle. Might have a mod that we don't have just yet.
Only a fucking coward hides.
I don't like the fact that we can't see them just yet. We didn't really check this bathroom out too much. There's an overdue book. Canned dog food. Don't really need it.
Show your face. Come on, I dare you. Just getting warmed up over here.
Okay, that takes care of that raider. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of little exploring this week. So I didn't really have too much planned otherwise. So let's actually just jump down here. See what we can find. Although we did get hit pretty hard. Let's stim ourselves back up. Some shotgun shells and a missile. The fact that they're all starting to use combat rifles is a tad bit worrying. Well, this doesn't look terrible at all. So I guess one of them was named the Judge and we took him out already? I didn't see anyone specific. Then again, we kind of just burned through them pretty quick, so there is that. I need to figure out how we get out of here. Gotta be a door. Ah yes, chain door. Didn't really explore this bottom floor that well. We're going to quickly do that while we're here. Okay, how did that not kill that radroach? The stim pack, there's a lot of empty Nuka-Colas, but some fresh ones too. Of course, if you're playing survival, you want to grab Nuka-Colas, especially the more advanced versions like Cherry and Quantum. They're a good way to restore your hit points without dehydrating yourself. Okay, so I'm guessing we gotta drop down from above to get into that room. Which just means I need to figure out how we get back around there. I'm getting very easily turned around today. So yeah, let's head back up this first flight of stairs. Apparently, can't jump to that ledge. We've been over there before, though. So if we cut back through here... I heard another radroach. Wow, I can't hit the broadside of a barn today? That is awesome. Well, if you want a tuxedo, there's one here apparently. And teapot and pompadour wig. Pompadour wigs are good if you're lacking charisma. Silver pocket watch, that never hurts. They're light and they give gears, I believe? Pretty sure it's gears. So let's pop up here, head back down this hallway to where we saw that hole in the floor. And the Blast Radius board game that we kind of just ran past that was on the wall there, or on the shelf. Oh, that's a mini nuke. So if you're using a Fat Man, there's a mini nuke in here. But the Radial Blast board game, you can use it to get nuclear material if you're lacking in that. So, not necessarily a bad idea to grab it. Let's hop down, check these guys out. Kind of strikes me as odd that the raiders would not take everything off the people that they're murdering. There's some more flares that we can call for help if we need to. Our coverage is not that great for Minutemen outposts just yet, though. So we'll have to keep that in mind for the future. The more area that you cover with the Minutemen outposts and artillery pieces in them, the better off you are. You can summon down artillery strikes and call in Minutemen reinforcements should you need them. So there's that chain door, and here's actually a book return terminal. So what does this one allow us to do? Yeah, let's return all our books. We got 15 tokens. Let's see what we can buy with said tokens here. Okay, so nothing too great from this one. There are some that have very useful stuff in them. Mini nukes and a bunch of other really, really good gear, or semi-rare gear. That's another Vault-Tec lunchbox. And some Wonder Glue. If I can get close enough to it. There we go. Economy Wonder Glue. It's still worth one adhesive. So it's great to have around. Nice little side jaunt. We're going to go back out the front door, though, and we're going to continue pushing on. We're going to check pretty much every place that we go through. Well, it was a worthwhile side venture. I still English real good. Just for the fact that we picked up a bunch of 45 ammo. We were kind of running low there for a while. This is actually the Boston Airport and the Brotherhood of Steel airship. I think we've gone too far south. Yeah, we went south instead of going east, so... yeah, we're gonna have to work our way back that way. And it's a big whoopsie. Well, it led us to a bunch of 45 ammo, and that lets us be a little bit more liberal with pretty much every bandit, raider, super mutant, or irradiated bug, monster, especially the scorpions that we run into. We actually need to go across that bridge over there, not this one. This place, again, will become very important later on, but we'll be doing that after we get through the main storyline. And to do that, we actually need to level up a little bit, and then build up a few settlements. But for right now, we can just do a little bit of wandering around, see what we can see. It's a good way to get experience, is just wander off in a direction, and then have fun.
Blue, we're not alone. You held your own there, Blue.
Usually where there's blood bugs, there's a dead Brahmin, which can sometimes give you Brahmin meat. That place is heavily irradiated. There is a chest in there, if I remember, but it doesn't give anything that we particularly need right now. Do have to be careful. This is one of the bigger ambush spots. That's a red widow blood bug. I don't really want to fight that thing right now. They're a tad bit dangerous. And since we don't have gun nut rank 4 yet, we can't entirely make this combat rifle deadly as all sin. There's the lookout, but we've already done the quest for the Weatherby Savings and Loan. What's Mr. Lookout doing here still? Rather odd. Still a bunch of raider bodies around. I guess we didn't loot them all. But they have the low-level equipment for raiders anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Don't need to loot them all. I'm just glad we're not doing this trip at night. I'm scared of the dark. Well, not really, but I'm scared of what comes out in the dark. Nighttime in the Commonwealth, not necessarily a safe thing. Here's the Silver Shroud radio signal. Well, maybe instead of going to the combat zone, we should tune into that and see what's up. Oh, we did level up.
Calling all Silver Shroud fans. I got an urgent mission. If you're a true fan, stop by the memory den and to talk to Ken Conley. The Silver Shroud needs you.
Alright, so it said stop by the memory den and talk to Ken Connolly. What are we going to do for our level, though? Let's grab another point of intelligence. It doesn't really hurt. Alright, so that gives us a quest to go talk with Ken Connolly at the memory den, which is in Good Neighbor. We already went there once to work with Nick, try and get ourselves on Kellogg's trail. And I believe we had to go there again to help out a synth? Also kind of a good cause, so don't really mind that. There's always super mutants around here. A couple of weeks ago. I was recording when we were going through here, and this place was just a death trap for me. Died like 4 times. It sucked. Oh, and that's a bunch of radioactive barrels, and it's irradiating us. That's a turret up there somewhere. I think this is one of the hospitals? Well, there's some fighting going on over there. We're just trying to slip by to get to Good Neighbor. Don't necessarily want to get involved in a multi-side firefight just yet. It's assuming we're going the right way. Neighbor's actually over here. I don't know where I've been going. The innermost parts of Boston are a confusing mess at best. That was a plasma weapon or a gamma gun, so it's probably the children of Adam. I'm getting really confused. That's the bank that we're supposed to put Mia up on. But again, we spent a lot of time running around and not getting anywhere with that quest, so we're just going to go to Good Neighbor for now. If I can find my way through this tangled mess, which maybe, maybe not. Who knows? That's a shotgun shell. Okay, I kind of know where I am now. Sort of. Behind us was a place where the super mutants like to have a missile launcher guy that kind of wrecked face. Old corner bookstore. I know we've passed by this door a couple of times now. And since we're doing kind of an exploration episode, let's go in and see what we can see. Alarm clocks are always good. They're a wealth of useful tools. And soap, if you are playing on survival, is very, very, very important. Antiseptic of any kind is very important. Allows you to build like antibiotics and a bunch of other stuff. That's pretty much vital for your survival on survival mode. Hence the survival part. Okay, I don't really know where I was going with that thought, but still. So I guess that's all that's in this place. Like, that was kind of weak. Someone's shooting at Piper. Gotta love it when you come out of a building and there's just a bunch of people there. They're taking pot shots at you. I mean, it's not too bad. Good Neighbor is slightly to the south of us. That's gotta be Good Neighbor there. So I believe if we go this way... Seems like every time I come past here, there's a wild mongrel there that wants to eat me. And this is Good Neighbor proper. So we'll head on in here and go to the memory den. Let's check in with Pam and see if there's anything nice.
Hey, Cleo.
Or Cleo.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
Oh, sure, let's barter and see what you got.
Purchase a variety in case of boredom.
She does, of course, have the party starter missile launcher. 50% more damage against humans. It's really nice, but very expensive. So the Chinese officer sword we don't really need. We don't need the cryo mine or the cryogenic grenade. We don't need knuckles. I don't remember if the tactical receiver was something that we were able to build just yet, so we're going to hang on to that rifle. Let's check the armor out. Nothing in armor. You can sell off those blood contracts. Not that they're going to get us any money, but... definitely don't want to sell our junk off. I guess that's pretty much it. Just lighten this up a little bit. And I keep hitting escape. Why? Why, Dre? Why do you keep doing this?
I heard you walk that Thorium trail. What, some kind of, what do they call it? History buff?
Not really. Just kind of walked it for other reasons. Not that you need to know.
You're looking to stock up on general equipment. You can hit Daisy's discounts.
Don't have no handout.
Back into the memory den. So we need to talk to someone inside the memory den. I don't know if they're on the first floor or the second floor. We'll find them. Upstairs, perhaps? No, looks like he's downstairs. This is definitely the 1950s style place. It's really kind of laid back and classical in that sense. But here's Ken Connolly.
Excuse me.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? Huh, that's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
Oh, well, we most likely listened to it pre-war.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
Well, we're kind of a blast from the past.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement.
That's an understatement.
Things may look bad, but we gotta try to make it better. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Okay, that's a little odd bringing a comic book character, or radio character in this case, to life.
Sure, Ken. You have a plan, all right.
You really gotta rain on this guy's picnic.
I know how it sounds. I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
Yeah, sure, I'll get it.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Alright, so we're gonna go find the Silver Shroud costume. I can't see this ending terribly for us at all. But you know what? If it brings a little bit of joy to something as bleak as the post-apocalypse, you know what? Why not? I mean, sometimes being a hero is more than just going out and killing the bad guys. Sometimes it's keeping people's spirits up. So let's go in and kill our rads off. Drink a little bit of water, restore our health. And yes, I know it's a little bit of a waste of purified water, at least here. To use 2 after I use a Radaway. But it's force of habit from, you know, the good old days of survival playthroughs. Alright, so we need to get over to Hubris Comics. Getting the feeling that there's more than just one super mutant in here. I don't really want to mess with them too much, but discovering new places can't hurt. Graveyards and ghouls. Is it supposed to be this close to a zombie parody? I swear there was something in here that did something cool. Can't remember what though. Oh well, we will worry about that another time. We have a mission. Go collect a Silver Shroud costume. The combat zone is right near here too. Eventually we're going to have to go in there and collect Kate, who personally is my favorite companion in the entire game. Because she's crazy. I don't know what it is with me and crazy ladies in video games and comics and movies, but I like them. Can't explain it, so I'm not even going to try. Sure, we're headed towards Hubris Comics, and we are. Excuse me. That's weird. Get our shotgun out just in case. Scavenger's lead. What is that? Check out Hubris Comics up Newbury Street. Store on ground floor. Ought to be easy pickings. VB. I don't know what that's about, but we're gonna go inside. Oh great. More ghouls. No kidding, Piper. That is still a lot of ghouls on the radar. However, there's something in this display case. It's locked, so who knows? Collectible at a comic book store. Grognak's Axe. Hits cause more stagger and targets take bleed damage. Nice. If we ever pick up Strong, who's another possible companion, that'll be great. And an issue of the Unstoppables. Permanently gain a 1% chance of avoiding all damage from an attack. That's brilliant. And there's the storeroom key. Though we don't even know what that does just yet. Opens the store apparently. Wonder what was so worth protecting back here. Oops. I didn't mean to double tap, I meant to turn our light on. I guess it was just to get into this safe. Not too impressive there. Just make sure we're not leaving anything on the ground floor before we head upstairs. Whoa, and that just made me jump. So that was awesome. That actually made me physically jump. Like, that scared the crud out of me. Ooh, Jangles the Moon Monkey. Piper! course, we are overburdened. Let's go to our junk first of all. Give her as much of this as we can. Lightens us up a fair bit. So yes, feel free to laugh at me as much as you like, because I actually jumped. That ghoul coming out of nowhere just scared the bejesus out of me.
Watch your digits, Blue.
I missed 3 point-blank shotgun shots. I'm awesome. Silver Shroud photo. That definitely helps. Eventually I want to do a full melee playthrough. Big power armor, melee weapons. I don't know, because one of the best weapons in the game is a power fist, and you can't use it in power armor. So who knows? Still, I think it would be funny to do an idiot savant playthrough where I just hit things with big sticks. So that was the Hubris Comics office key. Just make sure we're not missing anything. 'Cause you do never know.
Now would they get me? It hadn't come to that.
It just seems like there's more and more ghouls the higher up we go in here. It's kind of worrying, to be honest. There's 2 more on this floor at least. Guessing that elevator is our quick way out of here. Oh, and we are out of shotgun shells. Wait, was that a Grognak the Barbarian? Burnt Grognak the Barbarian. Would make sense for there to be more than one comic in a comic store. Now on all these terminals you can find out a little bit more about the whole screening of the Silver Shroud TV show. I just don't want to sit there and read through them right now. And it would spoil a little bit of it.
Little guy.
Okay, I missed 5 shots. 5 shots. And then Piper comes in and beats it down with just 1 slap. That's our girl showing me up. Again. Let's see if we can trick them into coming around the stairs. Not exactly what I had planned, but it works, I guess. Okay, so apparently there's a glowing one behind there.
Picked on the wrong people today. You made a mistake. Now you pay for it.
Kind of a cheap way to take it out. Oh, and there's all their friends. So we actually came here for 1 costume, but because it is a comic book store, if you come over to here, there's a Grognak the Barbarian costume, which is awesome. And if you need a pompadour wig, black rim glasses, you know, charismatic items, black vest and slacks, and crumpled fedora, There's all that sort of stuff in there too. Don't really need any of that. Now we got that, but if we go back here and take all the stuff off the glowing one,
There we go.
there's the submachine gun prop.
Of the Silver Shroud.
Honestly, I've never actually done this quest through, but there's some fun stuff in it. So, we're gonna see. And this, of course, you can set all the backdrops and everything for the TV show. We're gonna head on back and go talk to our buddy Kent over at the Silver Shroud radio station back in Good Neighbor. If I can figure out which direction I'm going. Which, let's face it, I've got a 50-50 chance of knowing exactly where I'm going. So I guess when the scavenger came in, he was surprised by the ghouls and got killed. Alright, so we have to head back to Good Neighbor. I think we came from down here. Let's just double check. Yeah, Good Neighbor's over there. So we go up to this main road and follow it along. We should come back to it fairly easily.
Find him and kill him.
Yeah, and Swan's Pond. I don't think we can actually kill Swan yet, but he does drop one of the best melee weapons in the game. I don't know if we can see it from over here. That big swan boat. I think you can't see him from here. Down in that pond, right around that swan boat, is Swan. And he's a big one.
Stay smooth much longer for this.
But he drops one of the best melee weapons in the game. So if you're doing a melee character, it's worth going in and fighting him. Though be warned, he is rather dangerous. I'm getting confused again. Off to our right. It's on the ground, I believe. We're going to have to jump off of this at some point. Wow, it's a good thing that my accuracy is not what's keeping us alive right now. 'Cause that was terrible. Hoping I didn't drop down into the wrong section. That'd be terrible. I could fast travel, but the whole point of this little excursion is to get a little bit of random experience and have some fun. Rushing towards the end of the game, while effective, not necessarily the best option. I think I just ran us in a complete circle too. Well, there's the bank. Now, which way do I have to head now? It is down this way. Yeah, I get lost very easily in Boston. I'm not very good at navigating. Navigating? Navigating via line of sight is what I do. In the real world, it works out fairly well for me. Video games, not so much. I think I just ran in a complete circle too. And Good Neighbor's back over here now. Yeah, we just ran in a complete circle. I think we go down this way first. And then hang a right. There we go. There's the Good Neighbor entrance. I swear sometimes I go insane.
Yes? Hey, ever been killed to be killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
So let's see what our buddy Kent here has to say. Assuming, of course, that I'm saying his name right.
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? Here's something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Alright, so what's the plan?
What are you planning next?
I'm still working that out. Some details I want to run by you. Well, after you give me the costume, that is.
Should we keep it or hand it over? Always a tough call. I don't want this guy going out and doing something silly, though. I don't want him getting himself in trouble.
I'm thinking I'll keep the costume.
Hear me out a second. I've come to realize something. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Alright, so that's surprisingly sane.
That's the first sane thing you've said.
Yeah, but I do have a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryo vault and all.
Sure, why not?
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station.
Alright, so reduces all damage from humans by 15%. 1 agility, 1 perception. Decent damage resistance, too. That's not bad.
Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Alright, so there's that. It's a little odd, but okay. Well, with that, guys, that's probably a good place to end it for this week. I know it was just a little bit of running around, goofing off, having some fun, but every now and then you just need a little bit of a wind down. So, again, I'm not going to be around this week. This will be the only episode coming up this week, and I will be doing a live stream of some Warframe on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys want to check it out, it's Thorium Draymond on Twitch, and we'll be going through, having some fun. Might be joined by Agnew, by Will, by any number of people who happen to play Warframe with me. We can go in, doing some missions, cracking some relics. And if you're playing Warframe, I might be able to give you some stuff and help you out. Or if you're just starting, getting into it, feel free to jump in, message me in-game. Name is same as the Twitch channel. And we'll get down, sit down, have some fun. It'll be good times. Remember, like guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.